I used to volunteer as a youth pastor in one of the rougher parts of the city. Every Friday night we ran a game night at the church. Board games, food, a few Bible lessons. Some of the kids only came for the pizza. That was fine by me. I remember one particular night like it was yesterday. We had just finished up and most of the kids had gone home. I was cleaning up the snack table when I saw him, a boy sitting alone at the back, thin, maybe 10 years old, with these wide, glassy eyes that never blinked. He hadn't played games, hadn't talked to anyone, just sat there staring. I walked over and asked his name. He said, Elijah. I asked if he was okay. He looked up and said something that chilled me. Elijah, why don't you see them? I thought he meant the kids, or maybe his parents, but then he said it again. Elijah, the chains. I asked what chains. Elijah, everyone's got them. Some are small, some are thick, some are alive. I smiled awkwardly. I assumed it was a metaphor, maybe trauma. But Elijah kept going. He said, Elijah, they rattle when people lie. They grow when people hate. Some people have so many they can't even walk straight. I'll be honest, I thought he was just a kid with a vivid imagination, until he told me something about myself. Elijah, you've got chains too, but you pray. Yours fade when you pray. I froze. No one else knew I had been struggling, that I'd been holding bitterness, secret sin. How did he know? Over the next few weeks, Elijah kept showing up. He never played games, never laughed, but every week he told me who had the heaviest chains, and he was always right. One week we had a new volunteer named Jenna, smiley, friendly, but Elijah wouldn't go near her. Elijah, her chains are covered in flowers, but they're thorns underneath. A week later she was caught stealing from the offering box. I started to believe him. Then came the night that changed everything. Elijah ran to me in the middle of the service, pale and sweating. That man, his chains are crawling. They're looking, he said, pointing at a visitor. I looked. The man was calm, sitting quietly. Elijah begged me not to let anyone walk home alone. He said the chains were reaching for someone. I made up an excuse, canceled the walkbacks, and personally drove the kids home. 2 days later, police arrested that same man. He was linked to a series of abductions in another county. Elijah saved lives that night. The last time I saw him, he was older, maybe 17. He'd grown tall, confident, still quiet, but with a kind of spiritual authority. I saw him on the subway praying over a homeless man. I watched that man fall to his knees, sobbing, shaking as if something invisible had been torn off. Elijah looked at me and smiled. Elijah, when the chains break, they always cry first. I never saw him again after that. Some say it was a gift, others would call it a curse, but I know this. There are chains, and whether you see them or not, we all carry something. Until someone prays, and they fall. The Spirit of the Lord has sent me to proclaim freedom for the captives. Luke chapter 4, verse 18. Some hearts are afraid, but hope still breaks chains.